Hi everyone, I am Teacher Michelle and welcome to another episode of Unang Math. In this episode, I will be discussing this lesson, the integer part and the decimal part of an irrational number. So in this lesson, we will be identifying the integer and the decimal part of an irrational number. Okay, if the number is rational number, like 2.74, then we can actually see directly the integer and the decimal part. So in here, the integer part is 2. And to find the decimal part easier, what we need to do is we will subtract the integer part from the original number. Integer part is 2, so this is 2.74 minus 2, so it means decimal part is 0.74. Okay, how about if the number is irrational number? If it's irrational number, then we will just do the same thing. Okay, let's find out the decimal part of square root of 13. We already know that if it's square root of 13, this is equal, or this means square root of 13 times square root of 13. So this is 13. What we need to do this time is find a square number close to 13. If it's 3 times 3, then this is 9. If it's 4 times 4, then this is already 16. So it means square root of 13 is between 3 and 4. So this is 3 point something. Okay, now, the integer part then is 3. And to find the decimal part, we just have to subtract the integer part from the original number. So this is like minus 3. So this is now the decimal part. So the original number is square root of 13. Subtract the integer part, which is 3. So the decimal part of square root of 13 is square root of 13 minus 3. Okay, how about the second example? We have here, find the decimal part of square root of 7 plus 2. Okay, if it's square root of 7, this means square root of 7 times square root of 7, and this is equal to 7. Okay, find a square number close to 7. If it's 2 times 2, then this is 4. If it's 3 times 3, then this is already 9. So, square root of 7, it means it's between 2 and 3. So, it's 2 point something. Okay, square root of 7 plus 2, so 2 point something plus 2. So, this is now 4 point something. So, the integer part is 4. And to find the decimal part, we will subtract this integer part from this original number. So this is minus 4. So this is now equal to square root of 7 minus 2. So this is the decimal part of this number. Okay, this time, let's answer these simple questions. We will find the integer part and the decimal part of 4 plus square root of 17. So first, square root of 17 means square root of 17 times square root of 17. This is equal to 17. Find a square number closer to 17. 4 times 4, this is 16. What about if it's 5 times 5? Then this is already 25. So, square root of 17 is between 4 and 5. So, this is 4 point something. Okay, 4 plus the square root of 17 or 4 plus 4 point something, then this is equal to 8 point something. So, it means the integer part of this number is 8. So, integer is 8. How about the decimal part? So we are going to subtract this integer part from this original number. So 4 plus square root of 17, we have here minus 8. So this is now equal to square root of 17 minus 4. So square root of 17 minus 4, this is our Okay, decimal part. Okay, how about this second question? Let's also answer this one. Find the integer part and the decimal part of 5 minus square root of 13. Okay, square root of 13 means square root of 13 times square root of 13. This is equal to 13. What is the square number closer to 13? If it's 3 times 3, that's 9. If it's 4 times 4, then this is already 16. So square root of 13 is between 3 and 4. So this is 3 point something. Okay, now 5 minus square root of 13 or 5 minus 3 point something. This is not 2 because this is 3 point something. This is 1 point something. It's equal to 1 point something. So the integer part is 1. So integer is 1. How about the decimal part? So to find the decimal part, we will subtract this integer part from this original number. So we have here 5 minus square root of 13 minus 1. So this is now 5 minus 1. So we have here 4 minus square root of 13. So 4 minus square root of 13. This is now the decimal part of this number.